feel like the Giants with Daniel Jones, they didn't pick up his 5th-year option. It's his last year in his contract. Like, why wouldn't Dable just be like, you know what? Let's just bring in Jimmy G, who's a proven starter who Dable can definitely work with. They don't really have any studs at wide receiver, but Jimmy's a good enough quarterback. Like, that feels like a spot that'd be perfect for him. And, maybe Saquon takes a step. Maybe the O-line gets better because they drafted Evan Neal. Like, they have a bunch of different pieces they can work with. And if Jimmy G comes in, he could just make that team immediately better.
Yeah, and the talk about Daniel Jones is this going to be his year with Dable? Because all offseason he's looked like a Madden character playing cornhole.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
That's how you're playing ball.
Daniel Jones has joined the likes of Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson as he is now a multi-sport professional athlete at the same time. Jones has fetched himself a 3-year deal with the American Cornhole League after chewing up the minor leagues all summer.
Uh-oh. Guys
All
got it.
summer.
All summer.
Yeah.
All summer, this guy's slicing and dicing on the boards. He's got the sticky side, the slide side.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones got it all figured out. And why does that photo of him look like it's out of the Oculus?
Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous.
Is he an actual human? Is this a real?
I don't know.
The motherfucker's good at cornhole, which tells me something. He got good muscle memory. He's an athlete. Will that carry over to him being a great NFL quarterback, especially with the debut of those throwback jerseys that they just put out there?
Clean.
I saw Saquon Barkley, who looks healthy,
Does.
said he's ready to do his thing.
Shredded.
And was it just terrible coaching? Is that what we'll look back on
Maybe.
Daniel Jones' entire career?
I've got a soft spot for him.
For
potentially
Daniel?
for that reason, and because he's the most athletic quarterback in the NFL. But his coaching situation was not a.
I mean, are you
great
saying
one.
he's the most athletic because he just fetched a 3-year deal, multi-year deal with
that?
Two-sport
that
athlete.
plus
The big thing is we make so much money off of Daniel
that
Jones.
also, but-
longest rush every single game. Daniel Jones is going to hit the over for whatever the longest rush is. In his rush yards, he's going to hit the over every single time.
Yep.
Blazing speed.
He's got some luck
Stat
in him.
that.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some luck in him where
Yes.
no play left behind.
Correct.
He has big speed, and over the last few years of his career, the team's kind of been
Yeah, O-line's been terrible.
dead.
Yeah,
So
running
he's
for his
scrambling
life.
for his life, doing his thing. Draft night, he was mocked and ridiculed for even being selected.
Sure.
Who the fuck's this nerd? What? Who's it? Never even heard of this guy. Gets buried. Goes in there. That team is a fucking, dumpster fire?
Oh,
As a
yeah.
compliment?
Yeah. Shit show.
That'd be a compliment. So much so the owner actually is on record saying, I'm tired of having to explain to the other billionaires why I fucking stink so much. So it is, and Saquon gets hurt. Offensive line gets hurt.
No wide
There's been
receivers.
turnover. People said Jason Garrett being his offense coordinator probably didn't help. I think Golden
great.
Tate actually said
Yeah.
that. So I believe if you're in Daniel Jones's family or friend group, you're saying, this guy's been fucked over literally since day one.
Yeah.
Draft night, nobody gave him a chance. He got buried. Coaching change. Now he's getting an opportunity to go with a guy that can go, though, right? Like Daboll.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You would think.
Daboll can go, right? And this is the first time where I think any of us, not that Joe Judge isn't a fucking guy, and I appreciate the fact that he had a booze and pizza party for the boys.
What?
And they were
That was
fucking
nice.
wheeling in beers for the coaches after they got fired out of nowhere. And he was a special teams guy. They were also doing push-ups in full pads at training camp as if
Jumping
they're
in the mud.
10-year-olds and doing that whole thing. So there's a lot of. If it works, by the way, we're talking about it as awesome.
Yeah.
It didn't work, which we kind of assumed was going to happen at the place because these are adults and not, children. But this is the first year it feels like Saquon looks healthy, feels healthy, has a chip on his shoulder. Did they fix the offensive line problems at all?
I mean, they
Evan
did.
Neal.
Evan Neal,
Yeah.
the Bama dude.
And now they got an offense coordinator who seems to know what the fuck he's doing, right? Who has had success at a very high level.
First round pick last year, also an O lineman.
So Daniel's got to be thinking to himself, hey, this is the first year that maybe I'll have a full opportunity to show whether or not I'm going to be an NFL quarterback. Let me go hit these boards all summer.
Yeah, and it has to be because
What's that all about?
Well, the New York media should love this too. I'm sure they won't bring this up if the Giants start 1-8 and they're going to be talking. Oh, it's Daniel Jones.
He's got
playing
that 3-year
fucking summer.
Back-to-back years, they drafted a offensive lineman with Andrew Thomas and then Evan Neal, and they also got John Feliciano, who we know is a dog.
They got Feliciano out of Buffalo?
Uh-huh.
Hey, out of Miami, University of Miami, right? Feliciano?
Is that where he went?
Yeah.
think so.
I believe he went to University of Miami, Buffalo. He's been on this show.
They got
Yeah.
Glowinski,
Oh, yeah.
and they got Glowinski from the Colts.
yeah,
West Virginia guy. Dog.
Got their
And then
center back who
Shane Lemieux.
broke his leg in like the second or third
Yeah.
game last year. He's
Okay,
captain.
Saquon's back.
Yeah.
Jones is back. Bring
Okay,
in some imported dogs on the
Yeah.
offensive line. Change the tone of that entire group. Hopefully, I think Lewinsky and Feliciano are going to be.
Hey,
Dogs.
Match
let's
made in
shake
heaven.
this.
I think they're going to be pretty
Bash
good
brothers?
Yeah, I think they're going to be pretty good
Kenny
friends.
Galladay, they paid him a bunch of money last year.
2
He
years
was-
ago, yeah.
he was hurt all
He
year.
was so bad
They,
last year.
well, I mean,
hurt.
did Daniel Jones have any time to throw the ball? Did they have an offense coordinator who had any fucking idea what he was doing? What, Garrett hadn't called plays in 12 years, 13 years or
No.
something?
And this will be what?
What? How did that happen? How was that the decision for the Giants?
I mean, it's they made a few decisions. Now this is his fourth play caller, right? In his fourth year.
Yeah, Dan Orlovsky's out there like, I'm worried about Mac Jones is fucking not having an offense coordinator. And I appreciate Orlovsky's brain and thoughts and that thought. But Daniel Jones, this is the first year where looking at the season, anybody with a brain goes, all right, might not be completely fucked this year.
Yeah.
Show us something this year if you want to continue playing quarterback.
Yeah, don't just win us prop bets.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no.
Right.
Don't just win us prop bets. Let's go and get it.